Hey, Half Full Monty here. Buck 110 sheaths. Is there a better option, do you think? Hello everybody, Half Full Monty here for my next video, and it's going to be about buck knives, sheaths, specifically for the 110, and they basically come when you buy them, unless you get them, do something to them. You get this leather sheath right here. It's stitched good, I guess. I hadn't had, it says 110 on it. Lots of people complain because they think the loop should be adjusted down where it sits on your belt. But I haven't had much problem with it. The sheath is made in Mexico, which, once again, I don't have a problem with. But this one here actually came with my 110 auto, and I've never even used that. I have used this, and it's also, it says proudly made in the USA, where this one here doesn't. Anyway, I wet formed this for my 110 Ranger. I've used this a lot. Maybe this one here will be, see what the difference is. I guess there is some difference in it. This one here, you can't really see it right here. It says buck on it, where this one here is like kind of embossed or something on there. The snaps, this one here is made out of this kind of a brass looking color. This one here is silver. But I can tell you this about this holster right here. If you have a 110, and it's brass, I don't know if it's humidity or what, but it collects, I guess, moisture in there, because it will tarnish the brass on your bolsters on your 110. Besides that, it's okay. It does what it's supposed to. Holds it in there, stays on your belt, and it's a big enough loop that you can actually use a regular size belt. Well, I purchased the other ones. They have basically 3 sheaths that they make for a 110. They make one like this, and then they make this soft brown leather. It says proudly made in the USA. Oops. on here. It's got a little flag on it like they do when they say that 110. And it has a kind of a fancier snap on it. It's much softer leather, and I guess mine came with a bit of a spot on it. Didn't see that before. This is my refurbished 110 from the 70s. I've been informed that you can't really see that, can you? It says Buck 110 USA. Okay. And I think that's like from 72 to 76 or something. I don't know. Anyway, it's from the 70s era. And I had it refurbished from Buck. It cost me $6.50 plus shipping to them. They shipped it back free. Anyway, that competition orange t-shirt there shows up, Chevrolet orange. Anyway, a little bit fancier, softer feeling, but it looks like it's susceptible to stain very easily because I haven't worn this thing. It's already got a couple little spots on it, but I guess, you know, for dress occasions. And the other thing I was wondering about is the tarnish factor. You know, this is obviously softer leather than this stuff, and then again also this. It's kind of, and this is not. Anyway, I wanted to see if it would make a difference on the tarnish on them. I've had it on there for, it's kind of tight, so that's why I went ahead and put them in here. It usually takes a couple of days for the tarnish, but it looks like, I don't know, I guess it's about the same, really. All right, so there's that one. And then I've got this one, is their fabric one. I don't know what they call this, K-Dex or, but why I got this one for, of course, is I don't like the tarnish because you gotta get the tarnish off. I know some people like the way that the tarnished brass looks. I don't really that much. It doesn't really matter that much to me. But anyway, got a regular size belt here. This is my everyday belt, as you can see. But it was comes in like this one. I think this one here is also, what does it say it's made? No, it just says Buck 110 on it. It's got the anvil and Buck on it. Of course, oh, here we go. Made in Mexico. Anyway, it was a tight fit in there, and it's got your normal belt loop to go through here, but it also has one that goes through the side, and that's why I got this one. Is instead of it hanging down like this on your side and hanging on your seat belts and what have you a little bit, you know, it's dangling there, it's going to be like that. And I thought I'd try that. But like I said, I have left it on this belt, I probably need a belt that's not as supple saddle leather like this one, or maybe one with a, like the one I got on. We'll stretch it out where, you know, it goes through this way, but then it also goes through, I'm right-handed, so you'd want it to open, I guess, you know, where you can do that. I guess you could have it around the back where you could reach around and get it, but I don't know. It gives you options, and it gives you options that's not hanging down. That's kind of what I was shooting for with this thing. I say it has loosened up just a little bit, just being sitting in there with my auto buck. And it does, you know, it's got the brass bolsters. I like the brass. I have the Duke that has the, and it's not silver, it's chrome, whatever it is, bolsters or end pieces, whatever you call them, on there that they don't tarnish. But anyway, I thought, well, that won't, I think I'll probably spray this with Scotch Guard, make it waterproof a little bit more. But you can see there's not much gap there to stick your knife in to where, you know, this one here has, you know, a lot of gap. I wish they had one of these at the side, but it might fall out of one like that. You kind of, whether I'm right-handed, so you want to have it down to where when you pull it out, you know, it's, you don't have to turn it over to open it. At least that's what I think. I mean, what does that matter? I don't know. This one here, which makes it awkward for this one because the button, if you do that, is up against the holster, but I've never had any problems with it in this holster right now. And see, I fit that one, so it fits in there kind of like a glove. But this one here, once again, humidity or whatever tarnishes it. I mean, pretty quick. So anyway, I got this one. You can see how tight it is. I guess the same thing, you would want to be able to pull it out, you know, like this to open. Anyway, so you insert it like so. Put it like that. See, it's still kind of tight. And you know, with these are what are these? They are Duluth Trading Company fire hose pants made out of what they call fire hose material. I really like those. But anyway, it's got a very robust buckle system, you know. It's got buckles, and then on the back it's got a massive one. But anyway, just for this video here, you I'm gonna put on like I'm putting on my 6 gun here. See, that causes a bit of grief right there too. But where you're sitting down, you could get to it. I'll move over here so you can see better. Act like I'm sitting down. You can get to it that way. I guess it can go that way. And then you can just figure out what to do with your, maybe you'll loosen up enough. Or I guess you could I don't know if that would help you any by moving it down that way. Guess you could do it like this. That's just pretty tight, but it's loosening up. And I don't know whether this will collect more moisture. I live in a pretty really humid environment in North Texas, so you get that sort of stuff. That's pretty tight. There we go. No, I did that backwards. It's got to be, let's see here, I'm going to do it that way. I guess I'll have to, pardon me for my lameness here. Guess that would be the way to do it, right there. You definitely want to loosen up enough where you don't have to go through this kind of a ordeal every time you want to put your belt on, you know. And you want to carry your 110. It's very hot in the casita. Let's see, it says it's 93. It's 95 outside. I don't have the air conditioner running because it makes so much racket. You wouldn't be able to hear me. So anyway, I guess that would probably work right in there. If you're a lefty. This would probably work better with I don't know if the 112 holster is smaller, but anyway, it depends on where your loops are. But yeah, you get that, and I guess you pull it out. Yeah, like that. Anyway, options on carrying, everyday carry. I like the idea of having it like that. It might be a deal to where right there's where you'd want to get it from, but it doesn't hang down. And like I said, and this one here, I don't know, it's got a stain on it. I don't know. I probably guess I ought to just put some neat's foot oil on it and turn it all the same color, you know, dark. That stain will probably still always be there, but it is what it is. I mean, you know, who's looking? But anyway, you got the soft leather brown. You've got the black leather. And then you've got the fabric that you can have cross draw kind of a deal on it. So there you go. You can go on their web page. You can probably get get all these on Amazon, probably. But I get these from Buck. I went and bought them from Buck direct. I just like to do it that way. Anyway, that's their options for that. Or you can have a custom one made. There's always that. And there's lots of custom ones. They have some that it doesn't have a flip over thing on it, which they say they stay in there and everything. But to me, it's like somebody can just walk up there and pull it out, you know, where at least they have to snap it and pull it out, you know, and that's pretty snug. Well, it's getting looser, but maybe it'll loosen up enough that I can handle it. So that's my story for today. It's the Buck 110 sheath in the brown, the tan brown, the black leather, wet molded, not wet molded, and the nylon cross both sides. So I'd like to thank everybody for the views and the subscriptions. We're moving up a little bit at a time, and I really appreciate that. It means a lot. Haven't put one out. I had to go on a little road trip with my daughter. Drove to San Francisco and delivering her car with her. It was a great trip. From North Texas to Albuquerque, from Albuquerque to Bakersfield, you know, the home of Buck Owens and Merle Haggard, and on out to San Francisco. And so 1 day to 2 day, 3 day San Francisco, got a flight and flew back to North Texas. So I think I could do that in 2 days if I really, and I wasn't trying real hard, but it's a beautiful drive. Lots of things I haven't seen since I was a kid, stopping with my parents in the old 55 Chevy station wagon on summer vacations at the Petrified Forest and all those places in between. But anyway, I'd drag on here. So thanks once again. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. If you know something about dehumidifying the Buck leather sheaths, or something that you do to keep it from tarnishing up your knife, so let me know. Anyway, have full money out.